Good morning, friends. I'm going to read for a minute from True Spirituality. I was reading chapter 11 yesterday. I think it was chapter 11, yeah. I've got 2 more chapters to go, but I'm out here on the porch, and just as I was getting ready to time myself for that reading, our postal carrier showed up, and I got my most recent issue of Acts and Facts from the Institute for Creation Research down in Dallas, Texas, are they? Yes. So I'm looking forward to that. This is always a deep dive, scientifically speaking, into creation truth, I should say. So that's exciting. I met him out on the front lawn. I said, what good stuff have you got for me today? He said, oh, it's always good. And I looked at it and I flashed him back. I said, this is a good one. So he said, good. Said that and I got some catalog from WaterWise. WaterWise is I got to get to my reading. They make water filters and water purification systems. We bought a still, basically a water purification still that would run off from any heat source. You can put it over a campfire and distill water. We've never used it. Hopefully we'll never need it. But anyway, they're a good company, WaterWise. I think they're out of Florida. Leesburg, Florida. They make some good stuff. Anyway, I do want to read from page 144, and this is Substantial Healing of the Total Person, chapter 11. Just one, I think about a minute, or 2 maybe. So pardon me while I read. I've got good light out here on the porch. Intellectual pursuits can offer false integration points. Intellectual pursuits can be to the glory of God, but today much intellectual pursuit is not a pursuit of truth or a search for truth, but a game. And the best game one can play, more exciting than skiing or chess. We here at L'Abri believe that Christianity does have intellectual answers, but that every man deserves an honest and that every man deserves an honest answer for an honest question. But this is not to be the final integration point. The integration point is God Himself. It is possible even for Christians to put always more intellectual questions between them and the reality of communion with God. Even right doctrine can be the false integration point. Theology today is often a superior game, just like the game of general intellectual thinking. It is a most exciting intellectual sport. If I had to choose a game to fill up the absolute vacuum of being a non-Christian and having no absolute meaning in life, in my experience, I could find no game across the whole philosophical spectrum as exciting as playing the theological game. And almost all modern liberal theology is just a game. It is pure gamesmanship. But even orthodox doctrine can become merely intellectual, a final integration point, and can actually shut us off from God rather than opening the doors to Him, which it is meant to do. And religious organizations, including good and true churches and programs, which are right in their own place, become poison when they become the final end. That's one of the reasons I said a few days ago, the word theology almost makes me gag, because it's just man's interpretation of knowing God. It's like, that's not how you know God. There again, it's good to learn stuff intellectually, but you don't need to be an intellectual to know the peace of God. Have a great day, folks.